Well, first of all, it's a huge honor to be on the show. My name is Varun Velamakanti and I am a 10th grade student living in USA. So how I became a fan of cricket? Well, I think my story is pretty interesting because from 2007 to 2014, I lived in USA. So the thing is, I used to hate cricket a lot. Right, when I was really little, like I would say, like from age of 1 to 8, I hated cricket. I really did. I always thought it was just a game of bat and ball, just a player throwing a ball to a guy with a wooden stick. That's all I thought the game was. I mean, there was no point of playing it. It was just time waste. I used to think it was time waste of time. So I did not even play any sports. So I guess that's one reason why I hated the sport. And the other reason is, first of all, no popularity of cricket in USA. No one knows cricket in USA. No one plays cricket in USA. That's the second reason. So one day my dad took me to a cricket game when I think he was playing. He took me to a cricket game. I sat with his colleagues, sitting on the bench, and man, just watching at the cricket game, I could not even bear it. I almost fell asleep. That's how boring it was in my perspective at that time. But in 2014, I moved to India and stayed there till 2018. And I think that's where the perspective of the game changed for me. I think there is a lot more to the game than just bat and ball. There are a lot of emotions that you can put out onto the field and onto the sport. And I think you can make a lot of friends. I think that's one aspect which made me like the sport. I think in India, cricket is like a religion. So, you really have to learn it. My friends and my cousin said, "Yeah, what? You don't even know cricket? Come on, I'll show you." And he just took me down and he, showed me some few shots. He told me how to bowl, and I think that guy is the reason I started playing cricket. Is what I believe, because he is the one. When I moved in to India, I think he was the one who motivated me to play cricket. First of all, because I was his cousin, and he was kind of like my best friend at that time. So I think that's one reason why. And I think when he taught me, I fell in love with the game. So my cricket childhood hero, well, I would say that my favorite cricketer is still playing, but if I had to pick one childhood hero who really motivated me to play cricket a lot, is, I can say, MS Dhoni. The kind of attitude he had on the field, the kind of batting ability and wicket keeping ability, and the emotions he showed on the field, I think that really motivated me. And the kind of way he motivates the youngsters and other players, I think is just very motivative to listen to his words and listen to his experience, and looking at him and teaching other players. I think he is the one we should all be learning from, really. He is one of a kind. My first ever memory being in the cricket stadium, I think that's a really memorable one for me. So first of all, I remember the date really well. It was May 6th, 2016. It was Sunrisers Hyderabad was a Gujarat Lions. And man, was that one heck of a game, a low scoring thriller, really. An audience of more than 30K. I think that is one point which made the game more interesting and exciting, because when the fans shout in the background, I think that provides an extra element of excitement that you need when you're in the stadium. While the players are playing, that's one part of excitement. But when the fans cheer, dance, shout, yell, I think that's the other part, that's the other element which adds the most fun to the game. And in 2020, 2021, we couldn't see the fans, so they fortunately they added the sound effects. But if we would have seen the fans, I think it would have been much better. The fans actually also motivate the players, and I think we can see a better performance from the players because of the fans. And I think the fans are the number one reason why the cricket games, when you go to the cricket stadium, is the most fun. It's the fans. It should be the fans. Cricketers play their game, it's fine, but in the background while you're sitting with the fans, I think they're perfect. So my perspective on IPL as an Indian cricket team fan, I think it's a good platform for all the youngsters and the other country players, because while going to the other countries, while they participate in their in the IPL, I think the other countries will be motivated to pick them just by looking at the performance, and they can also back the youngsters because of the IPL. And I think that this platform is the most essential to the Indian youngsters and the debutants to the Indian cricket team, because first of all, whoever played the Ranji Trophy inside Mushtaq Ali Trophy, really they don't get that much of popularity, first of all, because IPL is one domestic league where a lot of people play, a lot of people know. So I think that's one platform where the youngsters can really get some motivation to play for their team. And I think as I said, this is one platform where the Indian cricket team can recruit new youngsters. Do I think the current generation of cricketers face a lot of backlash and trolls? Yes, of course they do. So I guess let's just take two examples here: Virat Kohli and my favorite player Dave Warner. Let's go on to Virat Kohli's point for a moment. I think Virat Kohli faces a lot of backlash more than Warner, because for 2 points, one, he can't win a trophy, and second of all, he has not even hit a century since 2019. So I think those are the two major points where he is facing a lot of trolls. I think the fans should not judge them based on just one match performance, or just because they're not hitting centuries. Because first of all, hitting centuries is a really big thing. You need the confidence, you need the focus and all. But the fans are just pressurizing Virat. Yes, we're all expecting it, but sometimes they're just taking it to the next level and just throwing backlashing the players, where I think that just demotivates them. I think right now what he needs to focus is on his captaincy skill, and how his form is right now for the T20 World Cup, because that is the main thing which is coming up this year. And also talking about that, I think let's go to the trophy matter. I don't really think Virat needs to prove his worth with a trophy. He can just prove his worth as a player. Yes, I know India really deserves a trophy, but that doesn't mean you only have to blame Virat Kohli for that. Yes, he's just a captain. When he's on the field, yes, he'll captain, but on the on the other batting side, you don't know what's gonna happen, because he's not on the field to captain while they're batting, because that's their own skills, that's their own mindset, that's their own play when the batters play for India. And while bowling, they just bowl the wrong lengths, and it's not Virat Kohli's fault, is it? It's not Virat Kohli's captaincy fault. So I don't think it is right to just blame Virat Kohli on his captaincy, and that is why we lost another ICC tournament. So I don't think this is a right way to judge a player. And while going to David Warner's perspective, 2021, he has not been informed, and many fans don't realize this, but he is suffering from an injury, a groin injury. But these fans, they let go of that point and always keep trolling. David Warner just had one bad performance in this whole season, and they start trolling. As I said, you cannot judge a player with just a one match bad performance. Why are you forgetting what he has done in all the other past years? I think this is what we really need to stop. The backlash is it's getting extreme. It's on another level. I think this really needs to stop. This is the point where it should end, and we should really focus on how we talk. And as I said, this really demotivates the players when they are hearing about this news. So I really think we should stop this. So my favorite cricket ground has to be the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium in Hyderabad. I really have a lot of memories there. I think the most memorable matches were, first was Sunrisers versus the Gujarat Lions. That was the best match, I think. My first match, that too. And the second best, or I can also say the tied match between SRH versus GL, it has to be Mumbai Indians versus the Rising Pune Super Giants. It was the finals, and I think the X7 was just on a whole different level. My favorite commentator has to be Harsha Bhogle. The way he expresses his emotions, the kind of words he speaks, I think first of all, they are very motivative, and it just energizes the game of cricket in another way. And my favorite cricketer, as I said throughout this whole episode, it's David Warner. So thank you CricTV for having me on the show. Guys, if you want to contact me, my Instagram is right here. Please subscribe to this channel, And yeah, guys, thank you so much for having me on the show. It was an honor to be on this show, and can't wait to see you guys next time. Peace out.